Seriously? But we had this little thing to do, Hope. Tried to get Hope to go downstairs before Eric and I started tonight, and she didn't want to. Quit it. So we're gonna try it with her here. This could be fun. Sweet dog. Oh man, we have a sad tale of animals at the Kellum house, and those of you that have known about that I didn't mean to go here tonight at all. Tell you what, we'll follow up on that topic later. Right now, we're talking to Eric, who has been successful for 9 days. Is that correct? On Suboxone, yesterday was day 8, today's day 9. Mm-hmm. The objective here is to chronicle his transition off of street drugs onto a regulated prescribed medication, and we'll get through this. This is a sweet dog. And he's done well. Controversy over it some because it's switching one opiate to another. It's one thing I've heard. But you know what I've heard more times over and over and over this week, Eric, is how much people are saying that you look better, you look healthier. I know you feel better just from what you told me.
Yeah.
You know, you're still not back to ground zero, but
no. I think it's like I didn't get here in one day, so it's gonna be longer than one day getting over it. You know, I didn't get in the situation I'm in overnight, so it'll probably take months or years to get back to where I need to be, where I think I need to be.
You've been doing it 30 years, right? Basically.
Yeah, give or take a few years.
So when you say that, does that mean high every day for 30 years? Or basically high every week at least for 30 years, or coming down? Or
at least every other day. Yeah. I always found a way to get high. That's why I'm thinking I can find a way to get sober.
Was it always opiates? I mean, I know you've done other drugs.
No, if I couldn't get a hold of any opiates, I'd go to something else. Just anything to change. I've got what they call an addictive personality.
I think they call you that. I call you that too.
Anything that changes the way I feel.
I call me that too, by the way. Go ahead.
Anything that I can get a hold of that changes the way I feel at that said time, I pick it up like I had been doing it all along. It don't matter if it's my first time or I've done it a billion times. I could just pick it up just like that. As long as it changes the way I'm feeling. Like if I'm feeling depressed and it brings my spirit up, or at least I perceive it to be that way.
Speaking of the spirit, I never know where it's going to take us, but that's something you've raised a point that I'd like to know. What are your triggers? What does trigger you to relapse usually?
Family problems, which I've kind of eliminated those. My family don't really have much to do with me anymore, so it's kind of out of the way now. But like depression, physical pain from having the stroke, just having a bad day period. You know, if things start out crappy and continue that way during the day, then I use it as an excuse. I've used it's raining outside, I need to get high. And then I'll also use, it's such a beautiful day outside, it's time to get high.
So what I hear you saying is that you might need to change the way you think about your association with drugs?
Yeah. I need to quit seeing it as a crutch and seeing it as a hindrance.
How do you plan on addressing that?
Well, I'm kind of am now.
Right.
It's kind of slapping me in the face. My family don't really talk to me anymore. If they do, it's very brief and very cold. I'm reminded of it every day.
Are you having cravings right now per se? Are you wanting to, if there weren't people around, and I don't know if this gives you any extra pressure or not. That was kind of a joke at the beginning. But if you did not, if somebody wasn't looking over your shoulder, would you be out looking for a fix right now or on a Friday night?
Honestly, is it Friday?
It is Friday.
It is Friday. I hadn't even paid attention. Weekends would bring it up real quick. If it was a Friday night, I'd think, well, everybody's out partying.
But my question is, what is your craving level right now? I mean,
my level right now, I wasn't even thinking of it.
Good.
Until you mentioned it was Friday.
Oh, thanks. No,
no I'm kidding. No, I hadn't really thought of it today.
Good.
I've been thinking of other things like making doctor's appointments. I had to call and confirm my ride number today. You know, my my ride to
The Sooner Care thing, did you get
Yes,
that done?
I got
Good
it
deal.
all
And I didn't
taken
even
care
have to
of.
make that phone call I promised you I'd make.
Well,
Good.
I got it taken care of, and it's just I've replaced my normal habits with others. I guess you could not really, because they say you got to do certain things so many times before it becomes a habit. But I'm trying to replace what I normally do during the day with things that I would not normally do, like take care of appointments and make sure that I've got tonight's meal planned before I sit down and start scuzzling around the kitchen trying to figure out what I'm going to eat.
Is that why I'm noticing trash cans are getting moved out front for a change when they're supposed to, and the sweeper gets run every once in a while?
I believe so. I know I take the trash
It's hard
out.
for me to tell because every single person I ask, oh, that looks good, who did that? They did it. So I can't figure that out. But
Yeah, I'm kind of.
no, you've been good to be around. You
I'm
don't
trying
get in
to.
the way. You don't.
I try to take responsibility. Like if I mess something up, I have to clean it up, and we all pitch in on disposing of trash around here. So I figured, why let it build up? Might as well do it now. Why procrastinate? I did enough procrastinating in my life. Put off to today what I could always do tomorrow. And nowadays I think, well, maybe I'm not going to be around tomorrow. Maybe I should do that now. We're never promised the next minute.
And you won't be with us forever, Eric. You someday, and this almost sounds self-defeating to me, but I want to say goodbye to you, and I want you moving out into a house or an apartment or whatever your situation looks like, and paying bills. You've got income from your disability,
Yes.
but just this is not a forever environment. This is a transition environment, and I've mentioned this before. Me and one other person have, in a short period of time, acquired, I guess, 14 homes. Norman and Edmond coming, so it'll be up over 15. At 100 and just over 100 people total in beds. Not all with addiction problems, but people who are in transitional periods of their life is the best way to say that. And so if you need some information on that or would like to talk more about somebody, room, bed rental ranges from somewhere around $80. Whoa. Hello? Are we still here? Somewhere around $80 a week, up to private rooms. I believe Southside might even have one for $150, but up around $125 a week for those. So, did you try any other efforts to get into treatment? Because I was going to make a point with that.
Yeah, I've been in treatment centers, but at the end of the day, it's the routine isn't that different. You still have to take initiative and get up and do things to benefit yourself instead of expecting others to do it for you.
Right. Yeah, my point is, I like, what did I call it the other night? Your ad hoc plan. In theory, I haven't seen it work, but you have a medical doctor supervising a medical detox. You have counseling set up. You have all of the elements of treatment set up, and then you're staying here with us for your housing. And with the situation with state money and stuff right now, this may be a good alternative for that. I don't know. I mean, we have grown fast and have had some bumps along the way, so we're learning as we go too. But if you have someone that would be interested in an environment like that, let us know. We'll be glad to talk to you about it. So what else? What's the rest of the weekend hold for you?
This weekend, just pretty much doing what I usually wouldn't do, and that's focusing on getting better.
That's good. Okay, I was kind of doing the math in my head on that. Okay.
Because usually I'd be out trying to find the next party. This weekend, it's going to consist of what's better for Eric. Is it doing dishes, doing some laundry, kind of picking up around the house, watching a little TV instead of running around looking for somebody who's got a joint or anybody who's got any heroin or, just do something
I hope
different.
you don't look around the house for people who have those things.
I don't think we'd find it around here.
Well,
that's a good thing.
It is not out of the question. But that's it. It's a battle. It's a struggle, and I'm proud of all of you guys. Right now, we got a good rhythm going in this house, and this is a house. I have an apartment just attached here at the Kellum house, and I'm here all the time. And this is where we try things out. This is where we see if they work and don't work. Many work, a few work, and many don't work. But anyway, this is where we try things out, and then we are able to spread it around. But Eric, I appreciate you for spending so much time talking about yourself on this. And the goal, again, is if someone is considering Suboxone to switch from street drugs, that's an alternative. It's an option, I mean, so you can try it. We're going to update you every day, I guess, as long as we keep going. This may turn into the opiate update instead of the Eric update, but I made that pledge. So don't fall off the wagon. But, you know, even if you do, if there's information that we can get out there to help people who are struggling with addiction, and specifically opiates, which are particularly troublesome right now, glad to throw anything out there we can. So have a good weekend. We'll come back Saturday night sometime. See ya. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Hope, you done good.
She did real good.
You done good. I think you had gas, but you done good. Oh, wait. We